Yeah, 5 minutes ago, I had to run across the street to buy glasses only because I've always used this as an anchor whenever I give a presentation, especially a major presentation, or when I grant interviews. I always make sure that I have glasses on. Wala akong grade sa mata, but the reality is, since I was young, I don't like speaking in front of people, in front of cameras. You can ask all my elementary, high school, college teachers. They are always astounded by the fact that today I speak in front of a lot of people. Even when I was a kid, I was very introverted. We were asked to know how to speak in Fukien, in Mandarin, in English, in Tagalog. So medyo half-baked ka sa lahat, di ba? And that's why when you go in front of people, like when I'm presenting, when I was a student in front of class, hindi naman ako magaling magsalita eh. So it has always been that, no? And that's why there's no training whatsoever naman, especially when you come from a very traditional Chinese school. If you think I came from Hope Christian, I don't think very few of us can really speak in front of people. In fact, most of us, medyo in a group, walang problema, kung kwentuhan lang, no? Pero to speak in front of public is something very different, no? And that's why that has been our training for the longest time. But I was able to cure that because, diba, may tinatawag na anchoring eh. So when I wear glasses, I feel different, no? Alam mo yung mga bata, pag sabi mo, hindi sila magaling pero pasuotin mo ng Superman costume, gumagaling sila and naniniwala sila, no? So I think that was a mindset I have, no, for the past 15, 20 years na rin. So I never lost that. So even up to now, bit-bit ko siya, no? Kailangan naka-black ako, kailangan nakasalamin. Then I know even if I do speaking engagements around the world, I can do anything. Growing up I think I could say it's a typical divisoria lifestyle, because our family, we're a distributor of lighting products. So actually yung mga lighting products na yun, GE, Philips, before that time, no, bagsakan sa warehouse ng tatay ko. And what will happen is that we distribute it to all other smaller distributors around Divisoria. Even when I was born, we were already in business. So when we were growing up after school, tinuturuan na kami pumunta sa bodega. Minsan kami ang bantay, nagbibilang ng ilang kahon ng nandun. Every Saturday, collection day. Diba? Minsan scratch paper lang, pero alam mong worth millions yun, diba? So very early on, we were trained to do business. We have relationships even with the banks around the entire Divisoria. From China Bank kami doon. So fairly, it's a very typical Divisoria lifestyle. Sumasakay ako sa likod ng truck, right? May kartilya kami, nagdi-deliver. So it was really a training for me to succeed the business, no? Especially I'm the eldest that time. One thing comes to mind kagad when you ask that, no? It's always the principle of hard work. It will always be about, alam mo yun, hindi ka matalino, hindi ka magaling, pero kaya mong daanin sa trabaho, no? And I always believe in that. I never had the highest grade. In fact, I would be one of the lowest rank. So, pagdating sa school, I think in terms of speaking ability, in terms of writing, wala talaga. Not even like top 50%, no? But I think when I graduated, even from high school, I was like top 20 of the class. Of the batch, no? But talagang hard work yun, no? When I went to college, mga grades ko 50, 60, mga ganun yung grades eh. Talagang akala ko matatanggal na ako sa Ateneo. Namamroblema ako nun eh. But sabi lang ng parents ko lagi, you just work hard. You just work hard. And you will find out that sometimes, yung mga sobrang galing naman, hindi sila nagtatrabaho. And because of that, you can actually become their equals. So that time when I graduated from college, that was 1998. That was the financial crisis. It was really tough to find a job, no? I tell people nga, nag-photocopy ako ng 100 resumes. Naglakad ako sa Ayala, Buendia, Ortigas Center. Nagmunmud lang ako. Naubos ko yung 100 resumes, which means 100 na out ko yun, no? Around just 6 called me. And it was a toss-up between that time in Ortigas, kung makalimutan, Taipan Building. Magbebenta ako ng Encyclopedia Britannica. But I was lucky, nung nag-job offer sila, nung afternoon, may interview ako to become a management trainee of Burger King. That time, it was still owned by Ayala, which was owned by Pure Foods. So, nung nag-offer sila, 12,000 pesos. That time, okay na rin. Sabi ko, sige, ito na lang kasi magbenta ako encyclopedia. Hindi nga ako maboka eh. So, I cannot sell anything. So, I said, maybe I just, mas mabilis magluto ng burger. Right? So I took that job, and my first 6 months has been operations. Robinson's Galleria, Burger King that time, Burger King UN, yan, mga hawak ko yan. No? Doon ako nag-training. After, I think, 3.5 years, I was doing my MBA along na rin that time. So when I graduated from my MBA, classmate ko was the SVP for marketing of the Inquirer, which was Rene Reynoso. He got me naman inside Inquirer. So I started learning marketing, distribution, all the facets of marketing that time. And then after 4 years, biglang may nag-offer naman to become a CEO of a digital company, which was Yehey.com that time. That was 2005 already. And I said, I always preach naman that digital is the future. And what more, how to learn, then just go in and try it. So I started as a CEO kagad. Nawala akong kaalam-alam, but sabi ko, fight. Well, my parents have always been very open. Even when I was graduating, sabi niya, syempre, the preference would always be for you to take over. Especially since you're the eldest and you're the most business inclined, right? The strategy that time was for me to go corporate. And then after that, maybe after 3-4 years, balik na and apply whatever I have learned. And nangyari was that after I went corporate, I was lucky enough to be mentored by good people. I did my MBA. So I was promoted very fast. So to a point, my dad said, don't come back. Don't come back anymore. I can't afford you, and sayang yung takbo mo sa corporate. So why not just stay there and do whatever you can there na lang. And then tulong ka na lang kung may time. I think there are a lot of challenges, especially when you talk about the corporate sector. I think you have to find your place, especially in a corporate setting. When you're starting out, you don't know saan ka magaling. So in many cases, I'm always lucky that I have good mentors. Even up to now, I have very close communication with all of them for advice, for anything. I would always say that in any job you do, the biggest challenge will always be managing people. Get the best people and have them work together. For me, that's the most important. You can get bad people and they work together, you'll get a certain level. You get all the good people, but they don't work together, wala rin mangyari. So for me, that's what I learned from almost all my bosses. Alam mo, pag upo mo sa isang meeting room, pagharap mo lahat magagaling at nagtutulungan, imagine how exponential that entire group can take you. So that has always been my strategy in any corporate setting I have. I take care of my people, and whenever I leave a place, I always have an option to get them. Usually I don't, but after a few years they join me again, because they're the people who I've trained for the longest time. For some weird reason, people always ask me to talk about digital transformation, digital marketing, anything that has to do with the digital space. Only because I've been there for the past 12 years. But if you think about it, hindi naman ako digital per se. Hindi ako techie. I don't tweet. I don't post on Facebook. So I come in as what I call parang observer lang ako. So sobrang pag-observe ko, medyo gamay ko lahat ng nangyayari. So I'm very agnostic to any platform. I'm more of a marketing person. What I always tell people, I'm a marketing person and a businessman who understands the digital world. And that's why, for me, a lot of businesses today, sometimes may small and medium business pupunta sa akin, how can I use digital for my business? I would always say, always have a good understanding of your target market, of where your business life cycle is. My speaking engagements mostly anything that has to do with marketing, business strategy, and digital. Yun ang top 3 na talagang they ask me to talk about. And I think it's because I give a no-nonsense approach to digital. While I'm from the digital space, I would always tell people, use digital only if you need it. Well, I usually, when they always invite me back, usually mga career talks yan . So I always give advice to mostly students about their career, how to find themselves, their mission, their purpose. Lalabas yan at lalabas as long as you keep on searching. Right? I also give talks for parents. Usually, my most popular would be what your kids don't tell you about Facebook and social media. So it's basically a digital awareness campaign for parents so that hindi sila maging under ng kids nila pagdating sa social media. I talk a lot about cyberbullying. That's an advocacy of mine. You would be surprised how many teachers are cyberbullied by students and students. So what I always tell people is we have to be aware, especially for teachers. If you're familiar with 13 Reasons, if you're familiar with the challenges of kids today. Sabi ko cyberbullying is what you call revenge of the nerds. So a lot of hacking is involved. It can be as simple as you leave your computer open and they access it. More cyberbullying can come from, if you've seen even in the last election, how much cyberbullying happens. Yeah. And if you think about it, I'm still an introvert even today. I don't like speaking in front of people. So every time I speak in front of people, I just take a deep breath, suck it up, and go and just talk, right? But I think what I always tell people and what people will always observe is that when I speak my heart out. They feel na ako yun. So I never have any speech writers. Every slide I create would be my own, and that's why I speak very passionately about them. When I teach in school, I don't teach theories. It will always be about my experiences, and I always get my students to share their experiences with me also.